Hello, hello. Glad to see you again, my dear listeners and viewers, and maybe newcomers, if there are newcomers. We continue to learn English, and first of all, let me remind you what we already did or have done, yes, for this period of time. So we studied to be present, in present. There is, there are. Then we studied pronouns. Personal pronouns and possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. And we studied three present tenses: simple present, present continuous, and present perfect continuous. Simple present allows us to say what we do regularly, our habits and routines. Present continuous, with the help of present continuous, we can tell anybody what we are doing now. And duration, do you remember this one? For how long we have been doing something, it's present perfect continuous. To complete everything with present tenses, and to start past tenses, we need to remember the verbs and three forms of the verbs, and that's why today's video is devoted to this topic, to the verbs and regular and irregular verbs. Yes, we are going to speak about that. I think that you can hear, yes, that my voice is a little bit different today because the school started and the days are getting colder and colder, and I think that we can see, or it's better to say here, some consequences, but I hope that everything is all right. So I work at school, I am a teacher, and I always try to make it a little bit easier for my students to learn everything. And speaking about regular verbs, I always divide them into several groups. And I hope that it helps my students to remember them. And I would like to share with you with these ideas. So today's video is about these groups. There are about 5-7 words in each group, but it doesn't mean that it's the whole list, yes, because there are about 170 irregular verbs in English. And of course, if you can see, yes, the idea of each group, you can add other verbs while studying, I don't know, different texts or working with the lyrics if you like listening to the songs and things like that. I hope that it will be interesting and useful for you. So if it is so, will you please write it in comments? It will be very important for me, by the way, if the video can really help you and if it really helps. Yes, so I'll be very grateful if you can write something. Let's watch. Hello, hello. English basic grammar lesson number 6. Irregular and regular verbs. 3 forms. The best group from my point of view, in which all 3 forms are the same. The first column, it is present verb, the first form of the verb. The second column, past verb, or for the past simple. Past participle, or the third form of the verb, it is the third form, and I also give a Russian translation for those who knows Russian. So let's read all the words. Cost, 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 cut, 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 hit, 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 hurt, 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 let, put, 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 set, set, set. To remember the words at each slide, pause the video and take as much time as you need. The next group is characterized with combination of letters OUGHT or AUGHT in the second and the third forms. Bring, brought, brought, buy, bought, bought, catch, caught, caught, fight, fought, fought, teach, taught, taught, think, thought, thought. Pay attention to the words catch and teach. EW and OWN in the third form or AWN. Blow, blew, blown, draw, drew, drawn, fly, flew, flown, grow, grew, grown, know, knew, known, throw, threw, thrown. One more group. Begin, began, begun, swim, swam, swam, ring, rang, rung, sing, sang, sung. Now oak, oaken, or there can be different letters instead of K. Break, broke, broken, choose, chose, chosen, freeze, froze, frozen, speak, spoke, spoken, steal, stole, stolen, wake, woke, woken. The last in my video and the longest group in which the second and the third forms are the same. Build, built, built, feed, fed, fed, feel, felt, felt, have, had, keep, kept, kept, lead, led, led, make, made, made, say, said, said, tell, told, told. There is one more idea to remember some verbs as a rhyme. Come, came, come, become, became, become, stand, stood, stood, understand, understood, understood. And there is one more pair, get, got, gotten, forget, forgot, forgotten. But pay attention, gotten is the third form in American English and in spoken English. In British English it is get, got, got. And you can see this wonderful picture here. I like the name of these flowers, Forget Me Not. Maybe for somebody it will be a good reminder for the word forget. For regular verbs ending ed, the second and the third forms are the same, and it's necessary to pay attention to the pronunciation. There can be three sounds, t, d, id. After the consonant unvoiced sounds, we pronounce t, hoped, liked, mopped, stopped, worked. After the voiced consonant sounds and vowels, we pronounce d, lived, cleaned, played, studied. And only after the sounds t and d, we pronounce id, added, skated, visited. For spelling, there are 4 points. The first one, if the last letter is E, then we add only D, live, lived. Why we should change into I after the consonant, for example, study, studied. Stop, stopped, we double the last letter if the combination of the last 3 letters, consonant, vowel, consonant, and it is one syllable verb. And mostly we just add ed, work, worked. I really hope that now it will be easier for you to pronounce the ending ed and to remember 3 forms of irregular verbs. Thank you for watching. Bye.